talking about that game, I mean, on fire, Link in the mid lane, 3-0 by 6 minutes, coming out over 1K gold ahead of his lane partner. I mean, that's just an insane amount of pressure that puts on the rest of the map when you have the kills funneled onto a single carry that early into the game.
Not AP.
And also not AP.
And we saw the reason 22 minutes in. This is why you go AD Ezreal, Trinity Force, and Manamune hit at the same time. The first Q that we saw from Link throughout with that transformation took off 700 health from Imagine with one Q. Now, Link, he's very good at Ezreal. He's great mid Ezreal, and it's a great champion for CLG because they can side lane control with the ultimate. But, God, Aphromoo, holy moly. He was the one who gave him that first blood.
Yep.
With coming up the mid lane with the roam, flashing into the hook just after the knockup from Smithy is about to wear off. Ugh. Like, Link was he was fed that first blood.
Absolutely.
And Aphromoo continued to make plays all game long. This guy is one of the best, if not the best, North American League of Legends player that we have at any role. I feel like it's between him and Bjergsen, but he is a ridiculously good League of Legends player.
Yeah, his vision control, his roaming, and also his kill participation, that's how much he's roaming. He's involved in 14 of the 15 kills. He is all over the place affecting the game. And we talked about it since like week 2, where it's like Aphromoo on a roaming support is where CLG looks like the CLG that everybody loves right now.
Well, let's talk about their roaming and their vision control, because that is part of what netted those early kills to Link in the mid lane. We're going to go to that 5-minute mark of the game. We don't have to go very far to find it. We're going to pull up our replay. This is in the top side jungle. Link gets a double kill out of this.
Yeah, so setting this one up, this is a lane swap. WinterFox know that CLG are really good at lane swaps, and CLG are playing to their strengths. They have their AD carry up on the top side. This is the strong side of the map for them. So they have invested 2 pink wards into this, and they've filled the jungle with those sentries from Kalista as well. So this is the strong side for CLG, and WinterFox just jump right in there, even though Helios and Avalon are doing the buddy system, definitely backfires on them. This is why you drop pink wards in your strong side, because you can defend them. And once again, it's Aphromoo up roaming to their strong side. He comes in with the help of Smithy and Link, everybody collapsing immediately from CLG. It was, I was honestly pretty easy for them to just collapse on and defend their vision.
Yeah, and a lot of things went into that too. Like, even if the Hecarim had flash, Zion was right there ready for the collapse, covering all options. And Pobelter even said it, the way that CLG plays lane swaps, they can win the game in the first 5 minutes. And you saw it right there too.
Right, and so this is a thing that's been known though, right?
Yeah.
We have constantly seen CLG dominate the early game. And Aphromoo said in the interview there that what they're working on now is their team fight, their actual skirmishing ability. And he did point out a couple situations where they were successful in this game. I do think that there might be a little bit more of a test tomorrow when they aren't so far ahead. But it was also an interesting point to hear Jat talk about the fact that when they get so far ahead, they struggle to find or to figure out whether or not team fights are ones that they can win, right? Judging team fights becomes difficult when you're so used to being able to take every single one that comes your way.
Definitely, first place problems is, we're so strong in the early game in all of our scrims that we don't know how to fight team fights when we're on even footing, because we always have these giant leads going into the mid game during scrims.
Right, it's the problem you want to have of all of the problems to have in competitive.
But they definitely should be working on their team fight coordination, and I'm just glad to hear that they are.
Yeah, and a big thing too with them is, like you said, the leads. I think they're taking fights sometimes when they don't have as big of a lead as they think they do. I think they're ahead like 3-4K, and they're like, we can take this fight, when they feel like they're 7K ahead. And I think that's the big thing, is they need to assess the power of their enemy just a little bit better, and then assess their power and in conjunction. Because that was a great fight down bottom where Avalon was still 5. He ran in, he's like, I'm a kill, oh, wait a second. He dies, and then he turns 6 after that. And it's like, that would have been a game-changing.
Why is my R not working?
I do think if they put the due diligence into setting up for team fights the way they do for their early game and playing the lane swaps and the map rotations and the early vision game, if they actually put the same due diligence into setting up for the skirmish itself, that they would easily stomp every other team.
Saying they have potential to stomp all the other
Yeah.
teams and be number one.
I was trying to use different wording, Kobe. Thank you very much. No, but definite potential, if you will. And they're looking very strong after that game. So congratulations to them on a solid victory. Let's see how the standings looked after our 5 games today. TSM once again hold first place, followed by CLG in second and Cloud9 in third. Team Liquid ends the day with sole possession of fourth. Very fitting, while Gravity, Impulse, Teammate, and Winterfox are tied for 5th. Team Dignitas slides down to 9th, with Coast sitting in 10th. Now, we'll be back tomorrow with the same LCS games on the same LCS time and same LCS channel. We're going to start with Gravity versus Coast, then Cloud9 will look to settle the score with Winterfox, followed by Team Impulse versus TSM. That gets underway noon Pacific, 6 p.m. Central European time. Now, for myself, the casters, and the entire broadcast crew, thank you for watching, and live long and prosper.